Hello, welcome to fengshuitipstoday.com. Today we are going to learn more about the 5 elements in Feng Shui. In the video about Bagua directions, I'll do a quick recap. We have learned what a Bagua is and the 8 life aspirations that it represents in every corner. Okay, each direction also has a predominant element. Uh, for example, in the south, the element is fire, southeast wood. In total, we have 5 elements in Feng Shui, which is fire, wood, earth, water, metal. Now, today we're going to learn more about these 5 elements and how we can use it to create good Feng Shui with the Bagua directions as well. Okay. Now, here we have the productive cycle of the 5 elements. Fire produces earth, earth produces metal, metal produces water, water produces wood, and wood produces fire. This cycle actually represents what happens. Represents the interactions between the 5 elements in nature as well. For example, when fire burns down something, it creates ash, which in turn turn to earth, and earth gives up its minerals to create metal. Gold, silver, iron all come from the earth. When the metal melts, it turns into water, and water is needed to create wood. Plants can't live without water, and when you burn wood, it creates fire. So this is the productive cycle of the 5 elements. We also have the destructive cycle of the 5 elements. Fire destroys metal, metal destroys wood, wood destroys earth, earth destroys water, water destroys fire. This also represents the interaction between these 5 elements in nature as well. For example, fire can melt metal, metal can chop down wood, wood can exhaust the earth and take up all its nutrients. Earth can absorb water, and the water can of course put out a fire. So this is a destructive element, a destructive cycle of the 5 elements. Now how do we use it together with the Bagua directions? For example, let's say I would like to have more wealth and gain more prosperity in my life. Now what I need to do is to of course activate the southeast direction, as it is the wealth sector. Now the predominant element for the southeast is wood. So naturally we have to strengthen the wood element to gain more good fortune and wealth luck. So we can have lots of healthy living plants in the southeast, lots of potted plants as they represent the wood element. And besides that, we can also have more water element in the southeast. If you remember the productive cycle, water produces wood. So if we have lots of water, the wood element would also be strengthened. So in the southeast, we can have both water and wood elements to bring in wealth luck. Now we must also take note of the destructive cycle. Okay, what destroys wood? In the destructive cycle, metal destroys wood. So a big taboo is not to have any metal in the southeast corner. For example, if you have lots of metal decorations here, you have your TV, your computer, and lots of metal in the southeast direction, you actually clash with the element of wood, and this conflict will actually bring bad luck, and may bring financial difficulties into your life. So be careful not to have any metal element in the southeast corner. So the same applies to all the other directions. If you like to improve on any of your life aspirations, all you need to do is to activate the element for the corresponding direction. And using the productive cycle, you can find out what element actually strengthens the element of the sector. For example, I like to gain more wisdom in my life, which is at the northeast direction, where the element is earth. So I can have lots of earth elements like crystal decorations, clay, stone decorations in, in the northeast. And to find out what produces more earth, let's see, earth. Fire produces earth. So having lots of fire, meaning bright lights, candlelight, or anything that represents fire in the northeast will be lucky as well. And take note of the destructive cycle of what destroys earth. Earth, wood destroys earth. So be careful not to have any wood in this direction. So the same goes for every other direction. So using the knowledge of Bagua and of course the 5 elements, you'll be able to activate and energize the sectors of your room or your home or your office to attract and improve on whatever aspirations that you wish. This is how we use the Bagua directions together with the Feng Shui, with the 5 elements of Feng Shui.